One of the biggest questions I get about the butterfly flies that I tie is how do you make the body? Now the body, it's really just a basic weave or a variation on a basic weave. So I figured I've got enough questions about it that I thought I'd throw together a video and actually show you how it's done. The material that I use is ultra chenille, which I do believe goes a long way in the results that are seen. So the ultra chenille just sits together, blends together very nicely. It wraps very nicely. So a lot of the results I think are just properties of the material. But let me show you the weave here. We're going to use 3 strands ultimately of ultra chenille. So I have my thread tied on. My body color is going to be the first strand that I tie on. I'm going to tie that on right on the top of the hook. So let me attach that along the hook here and bring my thread back up. Alright, now the colors, the strand that is used for the spot color gets tied on next. Okay, so in this case we're going to use white. That gets tied on the far side of the hook first. Let me catch that in there. And just secure it down along the shank of the hook here. Bring your thread back up again. And now take the opposite end of that strand that you just tied on. Tie it in on the near side of the hook. So a couple of loose wraps to get this in here. And just attach that again here on the near side of the hook. And give a couple of, I usually give a couple of wraps right at the final tie-in point at the bend here just to secure it down so that nothing swivels when I start to actually do the weave. And bring my thread back up, kind of nail down these tips a little bit. Okay. Now the spot color, I actually tied it in as a loop. I'm going to come in here and just clip this loop. Put that down here so you can see it. Okay, so in essence what I have are 3 strands of chenille. The body color resting along the top of the hook and the spot colors along the sides. And now it's basically just an under-over type of a pattern, type of a weave. I'm going to pull the spot color forward, wrap the body color around underneath it. Let me spin my vise here so you can maybe see a little bit better. Okay. Same thing over here. So the first wrap goes behind those 2 strands. The second wrap goes in front. Then I'm going to take and pull the spot color forward and trap it in with the body color. Do that on each side. Get this up here. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to pull the spot color back, do a wrap underneath on each side. Pull the spot color forward, do a wrap over top on each side. And I'm just going to continue this right up to where I want the body to end. So I'll finish it out here just to show you. And you can see the results that start to get produced. Again, I do think, I've tried this with other materials other than the ultra chenille. And you get the spot pattern, but it just doesn't seem to blend as well as the ultra chenille does. So get this finished up here. And you have to manipulate your tension sometimes, to get the material to sit the right way, but that's not really a big deal. Okay. Alright, so once you get the length of the body that you want, then you just kind of hold your body material taut across the other 2 strands, bring your thread up, and just kind of nail everything in place here. And then you would just trim off these guys and nail it down a little further. But there you can see you get a nice little spotted weave pattern that I use for the butterfly bodies. So, and let me show you one of the finished products then. This is a butterfly that I tied using Argus pheasant, and you can see there how that body just, it just looks real nice. Nice little spotted pattern, it blends real well. And there you have it. That's the body weave that I use for the butterflies that I tie. If you have any questions about it, feel free to visit the website, www.scottcesariflytying.com. You can always email me through there. And there's a phone number there also that you can contact me through. So always open to talking about any questions or just talking tying in general. Anything that you have, just let me know.